Hi everyone, it's Avalon Tarot. Welcome to a new pick a card. Today's topic is looking into your current situation. So we're going to look at everything you need to know about your current situation, general messages, and then we will also bring through advice for you regarding your current situation. So I hope whatever comes through will be helpful and interesting. Before we get into it, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other channel, it's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with the small clear quartz. Group 2 with a rose quartz. Group 3 with another rose quartz, and group 4 with another clear quartz. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the small clear quartz, let's get into your reading and see what you need to know about your current situation. For pile 1, please. What does pile 1 need to know or need to see about their current situation? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Can we have one more card, please? What does pile 1 need to know about their current situation, or what messages want to come through for pile 1 about their current situation, please? There's a need to set a boundary here. I feel like you may feel like there's somebody who's sort of, hold on, let me just pull, can we have just one more card please from this deck? Just one more card please. One more card for pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know about their current situation? Nine of Cups. I feel like you need to hear that you can handle something on your own, or you can figure something out on your own, or you can achieve something on your own. And it looks like there may be somebody in your life who probably cares about you, but maybe a little bit domineering or a little bit too kind of vocal about what they think you should do or how they think you should do it. Maybe there's somebody who's trying to help you, but you don't really want their help. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here. So there's this message that it's okay for you to kind of set a boundary and say, look, I appreciate your advice, or I appreciate your input, or I appreciate your opinion, but let me do this on my own, or let me figure this out on my own. And this may have to do with relationships in your life or your career, but you are perfectly capable of making something happen on your own. I think you need to know that you can trust your own judgment. Maybe there's somebody in your life who doesn't trust that you can make the right decisions, but I think you need to hear that you are capable of knowing what is best for you and making informed decisions and perceiving things accurately. And I feel like most likely with all of these pentacles, this must have to do with money and or career or foundational relationships in your life. Let's pull some oracle cards, please. What does pile 1 need to know about their current situation, please? We have one card from this deck. This one wants to come out. Balancing act. We have one card from this deck, please. Room. We have one card from this deck, please. What does pile 1 need to know about their current situation, please? Conflict. So your challenge is going to be figuring out, I feel like whoever this person is who you may feel is very opinionated or very much maybe tries to tell you what to do or how to do it. The guidance here is try to figure out how you can have this person in your life as well as other people or other things in your life. Don't cut this person out. Your challenge is going to be figuring out how to have both of these things or people or this person and something else in your life, like by setting a boundary or setting conditions so that this person doesn't overstep the mark and learns to respect your boundaries. So this is what you're learning to do, or this is what the lesson is that you're learning at this time. And it's not like a lesson, like you need to learn this. It's just, maybe the better word is challenge. How to make space for this person in your life as well as these other people or other things, whether it's your career or yourself even. This is your challenge. Figure out a dynamic that works for you. If there's more than one person in your life or involved here, your challenge may be to try to figure out how to get them to align or to get along. But with the balancing act card here, I very much get that you're meant to figure out how to keep connections with these people or these things in your life rather than cutting one out. The default sort of feeling may be to cut somebody out, but it's definitely saying not to do that. Or to drop one thing. If it's not people, it may be your default urge maybe to cut one thing out or drop one thing. But you're supposed to be figuring out how to have all of these things in your life at the same time and how to make them align. I want to bring through some more advice for you. What is the advice for pile 1 regarding their current situation, please? So make space, make room in your life for all of these things or all of these people or both of these things or both of these people. But it may be that you need to be very clear about what role each thing or each person plays and what their position is or so you need to set conditions and boundaries to make this work. What is the advice, please, so be balanced, don't be black and white about this situation. It's not as simple as that, it's more complex. The situation is too complex for you to deal with it in a black and white, yes or no kind of way. What is the advice for pile 1, please? Can we have 5 cards from this deck? It's too many. Can we have 5 cards from this deck, please? This one wants to come out. Oh, these two? Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Wands. And this one. And the Ten of Pentacles has come out again. Somebody, the Queen of Pentacles here, whoever this person is who's quite pushy or quite dominant, the reason they're like that is that they may have a dominant feeling that they don't belong or that they're not important, either to you or just generally. And that may put them in a fear-based state that causes them to be quite pushy. This person, this Queen of Pentacles here, desperately wants to be part of your life and to be part of your family. But because they may have a dominant belief that they don't belong, or they may lack a sense of self-worth or value, they may get into a fear-based state and then start to be really pushy and really sort of try to push their way in, or very opinionated. So the advice is to try to see into this person, try to understand this person, and even have compassion for them. And if you look into what's beneath the pushy behavior, you will have great insights into the core of this person, which is actually quite a vulnerable person and quite somebody who just wants to belong. And if you can see that and feel into that and connect to that part of them, you may soften how you feel about them. You may stop feeling threatened by them. And then you may be able to feel like you have a place for them in your life or in your relationship or in your family. So the advice is to look beyond this person's behavior into what's beneath the behavior, the belief or the core of the person. And try to include this person who is represented by the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn dominant, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a lot of concentrated planets or aspects in Earth signs. This could be a mother figure or a boss or somebody like this, an authority figure of some sort, I get. Okay, that is what has come through for you, pile one. I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, pile one. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi pile two, if you chose the second stone, the rose quartz, let's get into your reading and see what you need to know about your current situation. So we have the Two of Swords. What does pile two need to know about their current situation, please? Or what messages want to come through for pile two about their current situation? We have the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, feathers in this deck. What does pile two need to know about their current situation, please? Can we have 3 more cards, please? This one wants to come out. Six of Cups. Can we have 2 more cards, please? What does pile 2 need to know about their current situation? Justice. I feel like you were expecting something from someone and then you didn't get what you were expecting, or didn't get the treatment that you were expecting. 4 of Cups. I'm not sure if you were expecting, this sort of has the feeling of like, say somebody was getting married and the person who is friends with the person getting married was expecting to be the best man or the maid of honor, or say somebody had a friend and they were expecting an invitation or to be given a special role in something. It feels like there's someone you know and you feel hurt because they didn't do something you were expecting them to do that involves how they were treating you. And I feel like the message you need to hear is that whoever this person is sort of oblivious. They're not aware that they may have let you down or hurt your feelings. I feel like you got your hopes up about something and you were expecting to be made to feel more important than you have been made to feel. Like, I feel like you've been made to feel like you're not important to someone because they didn't do something that you were expecting them to do. Maybe you were expecting them to mention you in a speech or offer you a special position in their wedding or their birthday, or assign you a special role. Maybe they forgot your birthday or something, or didn't give you something you were expecting. I'm getting lots of different scenarios, but the overall message is that this person is just a little bit preoccupied and they're completely oblivious to the fact that they may have made you feel unimportant, and it wasn't intentional. I feel like the reason they may not have recognized you in the way you were expecting them to is because they have just been very preoccupied with other things and they may not have even thought of it. And it's not because you're not important to this person, you are. They just may be a little bit distracted at this time. There may be a lot going on in their life, or they may be planning a lot towards the future. And maybe temporarily they have forgotten to acknowledge the people who have been there for them in their journey so far. Maybe they're more focused on the new rather than the old. Okay, what is the advice, please, for pile 2? It's too many. We have the Sun. What is the advice, please, for pile 2? 10 of Cups. Three of Cups, the Sun, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups. This person may have made the assumption that you didn't want something, or didn't want to be involved in something, or didn't want to be assigned a certain role. 8 of Swords. Can we have one more card, please, from this deck? What is the advice, please, for pile? Yeah, I don't know. Is this like a wedding or something where you were, or some big event that you were expecting to be given a special role in? I suppose this could even be a work situation for one or two of you, but for most of you, I feel like this is in your personal life, in your social life, to do with a friend. This person may have assumed that you didn't want to be involved in something or didn't want a special role because you wouldn't want to take on the workload. So say it's like, say you're expecting to be made the best man or the maid of honor. This person may not have assigned you that role. I'm just using that as an example, but this person may not have assigned you that role because they may have assumed that you didn't want to take on the work, because there's a lot of work involved in those kinds of roles. And this person may think either that you're not capable, like competent enough to handle it, or that you just feel burdened. So this person may have thought that they were doing you a favor by not assigning you a certain role or not including you in something. So the advice is, this person's like completely unaware that you feel hurt or that you were expecting something. So the advice is to, with the Sun card here, express your desire. If you want to be included in something or wanted to be given something, whether it be a role or something else, tell this person. Because I feel like they're not going to figure it out on their own because they're too distracted. There's too much going on in their life. They're not focusing on you in that way. They're not stopping and standing still long enough to notice that you may be feeling hurt. So you're going to need to have to tell this person, look, I really wanted to be included in something or have a certain role in something, or I really wanted to be given something from you, and I feel really hurt and let down that I wasn't included or given that thing. And I really want it. And then if you tell this person this, they will say, oh, are you sure? Like, I didn't think you'd want the burden. And this person may then include you or assign you something. Let's pull some oracle cards. What are the messages? Better perspective. What are the messages want to come through for pile 2 about their current situation, please? Can we have one card from this deck? Messenger. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What other messages want to come through for pile 2 regarding their current situation, partnership? I feel like there's something for you to learn through this current situation, which is about learning to ask for what you want. I wonder if you have a bit of a pattern to sit back and hope that people will be able to know what you want by guessing or through maybe you tend to hope that people will know what you want without you having to tell them. But I think what this is teaching you is the situation is teaching you to learn to be a little bit more vocal about what you want, like to ask for what you want rather than hoping that people will be able to guess what you want without you having to say anything. Another thing that this situation is helping with is actually strengthening this connection you have with this person, with this friend or colleague, or family member maybe. Like if you express how you feel and what you want, this person's going to learn a lot more about you. They may gain an insight into you something about you that they hadn't noticed before, and it may actually strengthen your relationship. So say something. It's okay to be a bit more direct and a bit more assertive, and it's okay to ask for what you want, and it's okay to express your desires and express how you feel. I think this is something you're learning. And if you do that, it will actually, let this person understand you more, and it will strengthen your relationship. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose the third stone, the small rectangular rose quartz, let's get into your reading and see what you need to know about your current situation. So we have Death, what other card wants to come through, and we have the Devil. Okay, let me pull some more tarot cards for you. For Pile 3, please, what does Pile 3 need to know about their current situation? This one wants to come out. We have the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, too many. Can we have 3 more cards from this deck, please? What does pile 3 need to know about their current situation? 3 of Pentacles. I'm hearing you can find a solution. We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Empress. Let's pull your oracle cards. For pile 3, please, what does pile 3 need to know about their current situation? Texting you. What does pile 3 need to know about their current situation? I'm hearing tell somebody you're going to get back to them while you figure something out. The Unknown. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? What does pile 3 need to know about their current situation? I feel like you may be dealing, I'm just noticing with the Devil card, these 2 people. Gift. I feel like I don't know if you're in a position where you're having to mediate something between 2 people, or feeling like you have to keep 2 people happy. Any of you who felt drawn to pile 1, if you almost chose pile 1 or felt drawn to it, go and listen to it, because there's one message in that group that may resonate with you. That's only if you almost chose that group. What you need to know about this situation is that you're capable of finding a solution and finding a solution that works for both people or all people involved. I'm not sure if with the Unknown card you feel a little bit like you are out of your depth. Like, I don't know if you feel a little bit like you don't know what you're doing, or a little bit overwhelmed, but what you need to hear is that you're really competent. I'm not sure if this is a work situation, and I'm not sure if you've been assigned a task where you feel like, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to find a solution or an outcome that's going to please both parties? With the Devil card here, but it's like you need to hear that you're already doing a really good job, and you're going to impress somebody in your work, or you already are impressing somebody. Like with the Empress here, I feel like your boss or whoever is above you in your work is going to be very impressed and pleased with how you conduct yourself and the outcome or the result that you bring. So trust that you are talented enough at your work to figure this out. And don't say, I don't know what I'm doing. If somebody has asked you for information or asked you something and you don't know the answer, tell them, I'll come back to you. Instead of saying, I don't know, or turning them away, instead say, look, let me find out the answer to that and I'll come back to you. I don't know if there's also a scenario where you've got a lot going on in your life, and maybe you've got a lot going on in work, and then you've got something going on in your personal life, a problem, or 2 people who are not getting along or something. There's like this message to say, look, tell them, look, I'm really busy at this time. Can I come back to you? Can I help you with that later once I've dealt with this other thing that's going on in my life or in my work? So with the texting you card, I get you may have people or someone coming to you saying, I need your help, or I need your advice, or I need something from you. And you may be really busy with work or busy with something else. And the message is to kind of put that person who's been contacting you on the back burner and say, look, I'll come back to you. instead of turning them away completely or saying that you can't help them, just say, look, I'll get back to you. Or let me help you with that later. But you need to hear that your conduct is impeccable in your job or in some, if it's not work. I just get work with the Three of Pentacles here, and somebody's going to be very impressed with you. And I just heard the word highlight. This person, whether this be your boss or somebody else, may be going to, as a result of the result that you yield or the way you handled something in work, this person may be going to highlight your name or put you in the limelight in some way, whether this be giving you special recognition, mentioning you, praising you in front of your colleagues, or even putting your name forth for something, or mentioning you in some way. So be confident and trust yourself. You do know what you're doing. You are capable and competent. But I think you need to prioritize. So there may be something going on in your personal life needs attention, but is not as urgent as what is going on in your professional life. So prioritize. What other advice is there for pile 3, please? I want to choose this deck. What advice is there for I feel like you're a bit of a machine. Like I feel you're really good at getting things done. We have the Three of Pentacles again. What is the advice for pile 3, please? Page of Pentacles, the World, Knight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Don't be afraid in your work. Don't be afraid to share your ideas or your solutions to whoever is above you, whether this be your boss or a team leader or a superior of some sort. Don't be afraid to present your ideas or your suggestions or your solutions. You've got really good ideas and really good solutions and really good suggestions. So, and I feel like the message is to do this sooner rather than later. But if you're also having to mediate a relationship between two people, I don't know if there are two people in your life who are not getting along, or if there's someone in your life who's having a relationship problem, the message is to suggest, like, give this person or these people suggestions, but also there's a need to set a boundary here. Like, look, I know this may be urgent to you, but I can't just be there on call for you all the time. I have my own life and my own things going on. So I'm not sure if you've got somebody who's having a relationship problem and they're contacting you all the time wanting to talk about it or wanting advice, and I feel like maybe it makes you feel with the Knight of Wands a little bit stressed because you've got other stuff that you're having to deal with. Maybe you've got your own problems, maybe it's just your career. So there may be a need to be assertive and to say something like, look, you can't keep calling me while I'm at work, it's a little bit of an awkward situation, I think, but that's the advice. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 3. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 4, if you chose the 4th stone, the clear quartz point, let's get into your reading and see what you need to know about your current situation. For Pile 4, please, what do they need to know about their current situation? We have the Hierophant. What does Pile 4 need to know about their current situation? Can we have 4 more cards, please? This one wants to come out. 9 of Cups, the Hierophant, the 9 of Cups. Page of Cups. What does Pile 4 need to know about their current situation, please? 5 of Pentacles. We have 1 more card, please. And the Chariot. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. What does Pile 4 need to know about their current situation? Relationship improvements. Haughtiness. What does Pile 4 need to know about their current situation? Emotion. I feel like you are... It looks like you are venturing off into a new life, and you need to hear that somebody is very proud of you. Like you're headed off into a new life, into a new chapter. Very exciting times ahead, but I feel like maybe it's a little bit bittersweet because maybe you are having to say goodbye to someone. But you need to hear that you have somebody's blessing. And if you feel sad that this change that you're going through in life is going to make you feel further away from this person, it actually is going to have the opposite effect. It's going to make you closer to this person and strengthen your relationship. A lot of you have a grandmother figure who is coming through here, who's telling you that they're very proud of you and proud of where you're headed in life, and that you're headed towards a very fantastic future ahead. So get excited and don't feel sad. Keep your chin up here. I just feel like it's sort of bittersweet. So I don't know if some of you are moving out or moving to a different city or country even, or if you're just making some sort of foundational change. It's like, I think the message is just not to feel sad, and in fact something's actually going to make you closer to somebody. It's not going to feel, you're not going to feel as far away from this person as you may think you're going to feel. Let yourself process this emotion if you do feel sad. Like, don't resist it. Let it flow. Don't bottle it all up. Maybe even like a type of, you may be even grieving something here, grieving the end of a certain situation or the end of an era or the end of a chapter. And that's okay. Let yourself grieve it. But I feel like there's this lovely message that you're not going to lose what you think you might be going to lose. What is the advice, please, for pile 4? Hold somebody close to your heart. And picture yourself taking somebody with you. I'm not sure if this is your grandmother or like somebody who has passed on is saying that they're in your heart and they will be with you. So you'll never be totally alone. And if you slow down and quiet your mind, you may be able to feel this person's presence. There's also this message that somebody who has passed on, I'm not sure if this is a grandmother figure, is going to re-enter your life, like reincarnate in your life, maybe as a child of your own or something like this. So this person's saying that if you miss me, you're going to meet me again in this life, in the future. We have the 3 of Swords. What is the advice, please, for pile 4? Can we have 4 more cards from this deck? These 2 want to come out. Justice, 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands. Can we have 1 more card, please? What is the advice, please, for pile 4? Thank you. 4 of Pentacles. Let me sit with this for a second. If there's somebody who has passed on here that you miss, the message may be to scatter this person's ashes near where they lived or where they grew up, or do something to honor this person. There are like 2 messages. One is those of you who have this person's ashes, scatter their ashes somewhere pretty or somewhere near where they lived or grew up. Others of you, there's this message that do something to honor this person, like the memory of this person in what you do. So say you were writing a book, maybe mention this person in your book, or do whatever things you can do to honor this person and to honor their memory. This is the advice. And the advice is just to live your life, be fully invested in what you're doing, and don't let any sadness or grief over who and what is gone or who and what you're leaving behind. Don't let anything like that limit your enjoyment of what you're headed towards, because you're headed towards becoming the King of Wands, which is this really empowered, successful, passionate person, passionate about your life, passionate about what you're doing. I'm also almost getting those of you who have a sadness or a grief, let your grief inspire you to do something or inspire your path. Let it be of use rather than just something that sits there making you feel sad. Draw on it, draw upon it, let it inspire you to do certain things. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.